Straight facts. Y'all not finna answer no questions from me no more whenever I post on my Instagram. Y'all listen, because I'm finna roast every response that I got. Well, not every response, but I'm finna roast some responses I got. Hey y'all, welcome back to Bookishrealm, or welcome if you're new here. So as you can see from the title of today's video, I'm here to talk a little, I'm clumsy. I'm here to talk a little bit about y'all's toxic book traits. So I posted this question on Instagram because I wanted to know what y'all's toxic book traits were. I didn't post them on my stories after y'all told me, but I was going to use a little bit for some content. But before we get started, I would like to thank today's sponsor of this video. Y'all see my new things, right? Y'all know I got to change it up a little bit because I like to look cute. So if you're interested in stuff like this, I would like to thank today's sponsor of the video, GlassesUSAcom. If you didn't know already, GlassesUSAcom is one of the biggest eyewear retailers in the US, offering thousands of eyeglasses and sunglasses such as Ray-Ban, Gucci, Oakley, and many more. What's best about GlassesUSAcom is that glasses start at only $39, which is up to 70% off retail prices. Y'all, that's a steal, because y'all know, first of all, healthcare in the US is just not that great, and you know, eye care is important, and it's an arm and a leg and a kidney to get some glasses that you want. There is a crazy exclusive offer that is waiting just for you down in my description box. Shopping online can be fun, but it can also be extremely overwhelming, like super overwhelming. Y'all know how that is, like especially with so many options. That's why I love shopping for my new glasses with GlassesUSA.com. They offer some amazing tools to help you find your perfect pair. One of these tools is the AR virtual try-on. I used it to find all my frames, and it was super helpful, like super helpful, because I like to make sure I look cute. Also, shopping online at GlassesUSA.com is a risk-free shopping experience with free shipping. You get that right, free, F-R-E-E, and returns, and 100% money back guarantee within 14 days. So one of the things too is that with me, I like to switch back and forth between wearing glasses and contact lenses. I'm more of a glasses girl during the spring and the summer because I got allergies out the wazoo, and sometimes contacts irritate me. But when we hit fall and winter, I like throwing my little, my little contacts lens in so you could really like see my eyes. So with that being said, did you know that GlassesUSA.com is a perfect place to stock up and save on contacts lenses? Because y'all know with your eye care situation when it comes to healthcare, they make you choose between glasses and contacts, at least for mine. But with GlassesUSA.com, you get 25% off all contact lens brands, and this includes Vista, AccuV, Biofinity, Dailies, and many more. They're available with any prescription and for many uses. As I said before, GlassesUSA.com is offering this crazy exclusive deal, which gives you a discount on top of any coupons they already have available on their website. And this is just for my followers, and it's available for 24 hours only. Remember that, it's available for 24 hours only. Make sure you click all the links down in my description so that you get all of the details and you don't miss out on this amazing sale. Once again, thank you to GlassesUSA.com for sponsoring this video. All right, y'all. So I hate to do this, but I always have to do this. Remember that this is for fun. It's good energy, good vibes. Y'all know I'm about good energy, good vibes. So if you see something that you responded to that I will highlight, don't take it personally. This is all for fun. This is all for fun. And I'm not gonna put anybody's names attached to it because everybody was able to answer anonymously in some way, some form, and so I'm not going to reveal anybody's information, but some of these hit home for me and some of these are wild. All right, so I'm gonna go through about maybe 6 or 8 of these because I got a good bit of responses, but these were the 6 to 8 that like really either hit home for me or I was like, wow, like I never thought about that as a toxic book trait. All right, so the first one I have is not finishing book series even if it has raven reviews. That hit home for me. Y'all know I don't ever finish series, so I'm with you on this. I'm with you on this because I'm currently in the middle of 100+ series. I filmed that video this year, y'all, and I still have made no progress. We're not gonna even talk about the video where I said I had to read these series on Holiday, and it's already like the end of July. Y'all think I read any of those books or finished any of those series? Child, no. The next one, I dog ear my pages. Now, child, I know you and I love you, but we do not. That's desecration of books. I'm all for writing in them and but dog ears. You know what scares me about dog earring is that when you fold paper too much, it start to like tear on its own. So when I saw this, I was like, ooh, I can't do it. I can't do it. And the librarian in me is even like, oh my God. Oh, because people return library books and they have dog ear the books. Like, this is not your book. This is not your property. Why is you dog earing this book? It don't belong to you. It's even as bad as the people who annotate library books. If you annotate library books, you need to be locked up and the key needs to be thrown away. That is not your property. The next one that I saw was, I DNF a lot more books than I finished. It's actually 2 people who kind of gave this same like toxic book trait. And one of these individuals I do know rather well, and she is infamous for DNFing books. Like, literally, like, if I ain't like it, I ain't finna finish it. Listen, I wish I could, but I just I wish I had the spirit, the DNFing spirit, because I feel like I must complete something, and y'all just be like, yeah, this is not finna work out for me, so it's got to go. Like, I got a question for y'all. Are y'all like that with like everything in your life? Like with people and jobs and things? Like, you can look at somebody and say, you know what? I've tried this for about 20% of the 100% that this could possibly be, and it's just not working, so you gotta go. I wish I could match that energy. I need to be able in my lifetime to match that energy. Now this one. This person's toxic book trait is that Sarah J. Maas is their favorite author. Now, I also know you well. I don't know if you go see this video, but ma'am, out of the millions of authors that exist, Miss Maas, that's your favorite author. You read so many books, and we have similar thoughts about things that we read in common. We just had a conversation about a book that we both love, and you go tell me Miss Maas is your favorite author. Listen, I need you to go back to the drawing board, go back to the table, think about everything, because you read a lot. Think about everything that you read, and Miss Maas is your favorite. Miss Maas, with the soap and the fairies that screw each other. It's got to be somebody out there, baby, that's writing better than that. Like, listen, I read Miss Maas, no shade to y'all that love Miss Maas, but she will never, ever, ever. What's that song? You will never, ever, ever know me. Miss Maas will never, ever, ever know me as a favorite author. Now, this one is low-key I'm kind of salty. This a little bit of jealousy with this next one. Someone said to me, buying a complete series before reading the first book. You got coin like that. Where you work? Ask them if they got a position for me. Let me know. Let me know, because it's not about the fact that you buy a complete series. It's not about the fact that you don't even know if you're gonna like the first book. It's the fact that you got the coins to do it. Get me listen, even if you could only get me a part-time, get me a little something. Because if you could buy a whole series and not know if you're gonna like the first book, you got coins, ching, dollar bills. Where's this money at? Let me in on it. Tell me a secret. You could DM me and let's have a conversation. And then you tell me where to find this money, because child, I can't find none of it. I have not bought a book since December of last year. So the idea of buying a whole series before it's completed, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. It's jealousy. It's all right. I'm gonna get out my feelings, but no, I'm being so serious though. If you got a job that allow you to do that, just let me know. Let me know, please let me know. Now this next one is gonna hit home for some people, because I feel like people do this but they don't talk about it. So you know what? I appreciate you for keeping it real and honest in my DMs. I appreciate you for doing this. I read authors that are problematic, but don't platform it. Just track it on Goodreads or Storygraph. But yo, listen, that's real life, because I always wonder in the back of my head, how many of us really read these problematic authors? You know, those lists that circulate on Twitter, don't read this author, don't read this author. I wonder how many of us sit back and be like, well, dang, I just bought their whole entire backlist. So, I'm just not gonna share that I'm reading it on social media. People really ain't gonna check my Goodreads or Storygraph like that. I just won't talk about it, but I gotta read. Gotta read the book. It's a lot of us that do that, but it's a lot of us that ain't finna talk about it on, we not finna talk about it on camera, Instagram, TikTok, nowhere. We not finna talk about it, but it's true. A lot of us read these problematic authors, but we just not gonna say it out loud because we just, curiosity. Curiosity is funny. Curiosity killed the cat, and curiosity has got us in a chokehold and ain't letting us go. Now this next one is how I handle relationship. I'm not finna out myself like that. This person says, sometimes I just stop reading a book for no reason and not finish it even if I was enjoying it. It's kind of like my relationships. I'm enjoying this, but I'm just gonna stop. No reason. I'm just stopping. Let me stop. Because y'all gonna be like, oh girl, you need therapy. Don't worry, I'm already in therapy. Lots and lots of therapy. But I feel that because you know what? At the end of the day, I get that. I'll read a book, I get about 150 pages in and put it down and just stop reading. Not that the book was bad. I just, you know, I see something that may be just a little bit more attractive and I just want to dip my toes in the water real quick. Try, and I may come back to it. You know, I may come back full circle and be like, ah, you know what, I'll pick it up again. But, you know, you see another attractive book and it's like, so I don't hurt your feelings. I'm just gonna put you off to the side. You're not a bad book, bad person. I'm just gonna push you off to the side a little bit. Now these last two, I probably have done more than 6 to 8, but I have to tack on these last two because they're funny. This first one says, I avoid long books because I could read 2 to 3 normal length books instead. But you know what? I think that speaks to the toxic culture of this community because it's just like, are we concerned about numbers to the point where it's just like, well, I really could like get through more books instead of picking up that 800 tome sitting over there. That's gonna slow me down. But you know, at the same time, no, I can relate to that and I feel that because we only have one life to live. We don't know when our time is up. And in the time that you have, you wanna read as much as possible. Ain't nobody got time to be sitting down reading no 800-page book. Who has time for that? A lot of y'all do it and I commend you for it, but I get that. I understand that completely. And this last one, I can't roast you because I'll be roasting myself. So I'm glad that you shared this with me because I'm definitely about to roast myself by reading your comment out loud, my love. And we talk frequently. So this last one, taking out multiple books at the library, knowing full and well I don't have time to read them all. So I don't admit this often, okay? The limit at my job for checkouts is insane. I have maxed out both my card and my daughter's card. Do you think that I'm gonna read all those books? Do you think that I can read them in 3 weeks and return them on time? I'm just gonna give you a ballpark number. It's 100+ books that I currently have checked out from the library. As if I'm not there 5 days a week, 7.5 to 8 hours a day. Why do I need to check out 100+ books? I don't know if it's because I'm in a book buying band and it feels good for me to walk the shelves and just literally just take a whole shelf and just dump it in a bag and go check it out. I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it scratches an itch. I don't know if it's true interest. I don't know if I come across something when I'm working and I'm like, ooh, I'm just gonna put that on hold. I got hoes waiting on me when I go back to work. What sense does that make? Well, it makes absolutely no sense. So in roasting your toxic book trade, it is also mine. We see, we eye to eye, we right here. We get each other. All right, y'all. It was fun reading it. There were so many responses, y'all. I wish I could go over everyone's responses because y'all had some very interesting toxic book traits, and I appreciate each and every one of you for answering that question. And I did it so randomly. I literally just got on my Instagram story and was like, what's your toxic book trait? That's all I asked. I didn't share anyone's responses. I didn't respond to anyone. And this is why, because I wanted to do this video, because I've talked about my toxic book traits, but I wanted to see what y'all's toxic book traits are. So for those of you who are watching, let me know in the comments down below What is one of your most toxic book traits? Like, share it. This is a safe space, y'all. Have fun with it. It's all right. We all have toxic traits, book related and personal. We're humans. It is what it is. But if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content from me, make sure you click the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. Make sure you check all that information out from GlassesUSAcom down in the description box below. And as always, if you want to support this channel or you're interested in following me on social media, all those links will be down in the description box as well. And I'll be back with another video soon.
I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and